Yo, it's Baby No Money. You're watching my most requested live Ask Anything chat hosted by Romeo the boy. I got edamame on the radio. So now you're hearing me talk about a bunch of nonsense. You ask the questions, I deliver. So the first question, Brittany from Mississauga, Ontario. What's my real full name? Why do you need that? Like, Maddie from Georgetown says, hi, Sir Baby No Money. I'm seeing you in the home country of Canada in Toronto. I'm so excited. I want to know what your favorite things about Canada are and how it was growing up in BC. You know, BC's pretty nice. Growing up in Canada, I really like maple syrup, as cliche as it is. I feel like it's just like Aunt Jemima's like kind of mid. I feel like maple syrup just hits infinitely harder than like other syrups. Maddie, I hope that answers your question. Jenny from West Hollywood, California, she asks, how did I come up with my stage name? I'm just really cheap, and all my friends would like make fun of me for not spending money. We would go out, we would party, yada, yada, yada. I would bring peanuts because I wouldn't want to buy food when I was drunk. Melanie from Nashville says, how did I hook up with Rich? So it was about like three years ago. We were chilling at this arcade. Can't remember if it was like Space Invaders or like Street Fighter, but I was playing Street Fighter and I like noticed he like, you know, cornered my eye. He came in. I'm like, oh, it's Rich Brian. I know Rich Brian. Like, sick. Then, you know, like I had my dumper, like, you know, when you play like with the joystick, you know, and the buttons, like you have to be formed up. And my ass was like, you know, I don't know if I can swear, but my booty cheeks were like firm. You know, I was doing a lot of squats. And he came up and just slapped me right on the rear. And pretty much at that moment, I just knew that we were going to be friends. I just turned around and looked him dead in the eye, and we looked him dead in the eye. And that was it. Like boy meets love. Lisa, my girl from Denver, you say, when you're at a festival, how far can you see into the crowd before everything blurs? Lisa, I lost my vision a long time ago. Zena from Boston says, how were you discovered? When I was young, we had to get a renovation to the house, so we moved out to my grandmother's, and at the time, my uncle from Lebanon was staying at my grandmother's, and he introduced me into Diablo 2. I was like 4 years old and I was playing. I was better than my brother, better than my sister. And I realized at that moment in my life that I have been found. Like I found the inner true self of who I am today. Diablo 2 is Alex. Diana from Philadelphia. When was the first time you were recognized in public? I really don't know, but I think my mom had a friend and we would hang out because her kid was the same age. I think his name was Will. And when we were not inside their house, which isn't qualified as public, we were outside and they waved. Probably when I was like 2 would be the first time I was recognized in public. My girl Shannon from Toronto says, what other artists have you met since you've started the business? You know, I've met every single one. Like you name it. Rich Brian, Ozzy Osbourne, System of a Down, and I've hooked up with all of them. Do you need more information than that? I don't think so. Kelly from Detroit says, do you have a mentor? My mom. Austin from Knoxville, Tennessee. When you started making some money, did you buy anything special for you or for your family? The most important thing that I've ever purchased with my money, I bought this like 5-foot-ish, that's not 5 feet, but let's say like circumference-ish, the neon sign that's pink and it says pee pee poo poo on it. I felt like that was a relatively good investment. Sia from Dayton, Ohio. Not really sure if this is a... Sia, did you name your tour yet? Like, what? Tanya from Tampa. Never been to Tampa. When you were starting out, what was the furthest you traveled in your own country to perform? Montreal, probably. Tara from Huntington. If you were on a dating site, what quality would you have lead your profile off with? Maybe with like balls, real low-hanging balls. Hope that answers your question, Tara. Stephanie from Savannah, Georgia. Georgia is really GA? Huh. Wouldn't it be like GE? America. If you had to have one theme song play whenever you entered and exited a room, what would it be and why? The He-Man song. It just makes me feel like me. Deb from Buffalo, New York says, how would your parents describe you when you were younger? Horny. Penny, you're asking the real questions here from Columbus, Ohio. She asks, who taught you how to drive? I hate driving. So whoever did teach me how to get behind the wheel failed miserably. Lanes from Denver, Colorado says, what is in your junk drawer? Well, you know, I feel like most of my stuff is just inherently junk. And I have drawers in my apartment and there's stuff in my drawers. So I don't know if that like qualifies as like everything I own kind of being junk. And if that does, then, oh. Chloe from Los Angeles. How did it feel when you started getting fans? Chloe, you know, it gets kind of warm in my apartment, so it's really relieving. Jennifer from Miami. Favorite Halloween candy and best costume you've ever worn? Okay, well, no favorites because most candy's decent, but the bottom tier, like the shit tier candy, those mint evergreen things, and those peanuts, those gummy peanut things that look like the banana ones, but the banana ones are good, but the gummy peanut ones are terrible. So like, let's just cross them off the list. The best costume I've ever worn, I made a dice cube once, like out of cardboard when I was like 6, and I was really proud of it, so probably that. Decker from Vancouver asks, who has the nicest teeth in my family? Harriet from Hawaii, what cologne do you use? Do you always smell like greatness? I don't really wear cologne, but I exclusively wear Wild Coast Perfumery, straight from Cowichan Bay. Sandra, who do I text the most with? You know, truthfully, probably Gary V. Rise and grind, baby. Rise and grind. Darla from Evansville. Can you recreate your passport picture? No. First, what's your full name and passport picture? Like, what the hell is this? I'm getting fished, fam. I'm getting fished. I'm getting fished. Eve, what was the first rap song you could remember all the words to when you were young? Dear Mama by Tupac, probably. I really like that song. Rest in peace, Tupac. Rachel from Royla? You must have spelt that wrong. Royla Oak? Wouldn't it be Royal Oak? Rachel, you spelled that wrong. I'm not going to answer your question because you spelled that wrong. Jennifer from Dallas, how much luggage did you bring on the tour? Probably not enough, Jennifer. I never really bring enough clothing, but... Laura from Reno, if you could write a song and use any sample, which one would you pick? Satisfaction. Like Satisfaction. Donna from Orlando. Will you be releasing merch? Yes. Monica from Cincinnati. Do you have a closet at home for your performance clothes, or do you mix them with your own personal clothes with them? Ooh. Irene from Birmingham. If you got to record a Christmas song, which one would you pick? Probably Ho 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 by Y2K and BBNO Money. Sasha from Calgary. Do you remember the first show you ever did and how to make you feel? Funny enough, after the first show, we popped a bottle off a yacht. Laura from Toronto. If you were on Americans Got Talent, what would your hidden talent be? I don't know. I'm pretty good at the Herbert impression, like from Family Guy, like, hey, Chris, want to come over and take your shirt off, Chris? Vern from Des Moines. How do you say it? Des Moines? Des Moines. Des Moines. Des Moines. Des Moines. Des Moines. Have you ever won anything? Bro. Come on. Come on. Come on. Michelle from Springfield. What shoes do you usually wear? Asics. And for the love of God, Asics, can you open up your DMs and can we get a collab going? Because I literally wear them every single day. Every single day. And I bought 4 of the same pairs. I'm like doing that dad shit, buying 4 pairs. Dana from Cleveland, Ohio says, how would you describe your past year? Past year's been kind of a lot of mixed emotions. A lot of fun family time, but a lot of mixed emotions and a lot of invoices. Don't like those invoices. I like getting wires, but no invoices. Hey guys, thanks for watching my most requested Ask Live Chat. Romeo, I appreciate the support on Edamame. Keep listening to the song. Keep spinning the record, boys. We're going to the moon. Anyways, take it easy. Stay healthy.